The next point that we need to keep in mind when studying history is that we are living in a very unique time bubble. We are living in the only point in time in the history of humanity where there's no slavery, where there's no global expansion of empires, where there's no military struggle between kingdoms to expand their borders, where there's an age limit for marriage, where we consider adulthood to be an arbitrary number that people made up rather than puberty. All of these things are products of the 20th and 21st century. So any history you study before that is not going to have these elements. Any history you study before that, there will be slavery, there will be war, there will be military expansion of empires, there will be people getting married very, very young. There'll be people very young getting married to people very old because nobody in that time or culture cared about age difference in marriage, right? The culture and norms of the bulk of human history is very different from the culture and norms of our time. And one of the biggest problems people make today that cause them to doubt Islam is that they judge history by 21st century standards. To judge history by 21st century standards is unfair to history. It's unfair to history that people in the world today are living a certain way with ideas that we just came up with in the past 50 years. Why would we expect someone 1,000 years ago to be the same? And I understand that some people think of these as moral absolutes, but in reality, if you actually have to go down the fiqh and aqidah of it, these are not moral absolutes. These are just perceptions of our time based on the culture in which we live in. So a lot of events seem bizarre simply because the culture and norm of that time is different from the culture and norm of our times.